What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. You guessed it, today working on the K-member. So not going to do a real big video on this on how to clean this up. I'm sure if anybody can figure it out, it's not much to it. So got my Scotch-Brite pad here, got my brake cleaner just to hit some of the greasy spots I found. So sorry for the noise, guys. We got a bunch of traffic today. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty dirty up in here. It's, you know, it's off an 02 GT and it's going on our 82 Fox body. But yeah, as you see, it definitely needs a refresh. I don't know if it was orange or peach or what they tried to paint it. But anyway, we're gonna get this thing cleaned up. Wasn't gonna do a video on this, but had a few guys reach out and say go ahead and do one. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna do just a little quick time lapse, kind of get this thing cleaned up, and then I'll bring you back after I get it painted, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I've got it fairly clean, brushed it off really good, got all the dirt out of the little corners and crevices. Still got a little stuff on there, I gotta get that blowed off. One thing I got on the truck that I did mention before, a little air. Helps out a lot, guys, you know, blowing the dust away or getting some of the dirt out of the crevices. Now, this is what I'll be painting it with, some engine enamel, and anytime I'm painting anything around the engine or an engine block for that matter, I like to use engine enamel. One is because it's rated for the temperature, and then yeah, right there on the can. So enamel paint usually has a little bit of a oil resistant property, gas resistant. So anytime you're working on a car, you know, they get leaks, it's going to happen, it's inevitable. So yeah, it'll just make it last a little longer. Now guys, this isn't something you have to do. This is something I wanted to do. I'm spending a little extra money on the car as far as the project goes. It's taken some time to get it to this point. Is this something you're really going to see? Probably not. Could I just the top of it and it work out? Yes. But anytime you spend a little extra money, or you're spending some money on a project, take the time to make it look nice. You know, it may not be something that's going to be seen, but when it is seen, you know, folks are like, you know, that's nice. You know, you went the extra distance to make it look nice, you know. So anyway, I'm going to finish up cleaning up. I'm going to give it another blast one time with the air and put a coat of paint on this thing and see how it goes. All right, guys, so it looks much better than it did. Still got to let this dry. Going to do another coat on this side, then we're going to spin it around and make sure we hit all these little edges and corners. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So I'll bring you back once I get it flipped around and start painting some of the underside. Alright, so we got our first coat of paint on here, and I think it turned out pretty good. Ended up having to break out the diesel heater and get this thing up to temp. Guys, I'm not shooting this paint in ideal temperature at all. About 40 degrees out here, the wind's blowing, as you probably can hear. But overall, I think it turned out pretty good. So I wasn't going, you know, I wasn't too worried about trash. I wasn't, you know, here's the issue with that, because you can see the slag. The factory, the welds aren't that great on any K member I've ever seen. But yeah, all we got to do now is flip this thing up and catch the bottom of it, and I'm going to do one more coat on top and then hit this with the heater a little bit to warm it back up. And yeah, we got good coverage after I heated it up. So alright guys, let's flip this thing over. Alright guys, so I had to break away real quick to show you what just came in. So something we've had ordered for the Mustang, and it is from MAF Racing and Performance Tool. So check this out guys. These are the K-member spacers, the 1/2 inch spacers that I was needing. These are anodized aluminum. Look at how nice this is. Nice quality, good and heavy, thick aluminum. Here's the back spacers here. And then of course the nut plates that I'll need. And check this out guys, a complete set of hardware. Really nice. So I was looking at several different companies that build these K-member spacers, and one of which was Maximum Motorsports. But unfortunately the place that I was ordering a few parts from didn't have them in stock at the time, and I did some digging. Well, and I found MAF Racing and Performance Tool, and they are in Battle Creek, Michigan. So here's some of the info here. Tim Flanders is the owner, and they do a little bit of everything, guys. They are on it. So they got everything from flywheel holders for the LS engine, Ford engine, engine lift plates for the LS stuff, valve spring compression tools for LS, balancer installation tools for the Coyote and the Hellcat. They've got just about everything, a little bit of everything. Electrical parts, Mustang suspension, all the products that are here, guess what? Made in the United States of America, guys. You can't go wrong with that, right? So I'm going to leave a link in the description down below to their website so you guys can get on there and check it out. I think you'll be really happy with some of the stuff they got. And yeah, check them out, guys. Well, there it is, fully painted and ready to go on the car. Yes, I did get a little run in there, but that's not big a deal. It's you know, it's only going to be on the bottom of the car. You can already see where it's like somebody's run it up on a curb or something. And guys, that's the beauty of this kind of stuff here. Look, I didn't use really expensive paint. This was a, you know, what, $7 a can, something like that for the enamel. Went with the enamel for the resistance and the oil and gas, and you know, it being a little more resistant to the heat. And you know, it turned out pretty good. It's going to be under the car. You're not really going to see it. It adds a layer of protection to it, you know, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to do this. So you got less than 15 bucks in this whole deal to make something look a little better. I think it turned out pretty good. So in the next video, guys, we're going to do the install with our K-member spacers. They are supposed to be in today. Hopefully, if everything goes right, the UPS truck will be bringing it, and we'll be getting this thing installed. If you haven't, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.